Hello, me friends. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Loris, a collector of all sorts, and today we're going to be cleaning up some dollies. In other words, we need a boil wash so bad for some of these dolls. We're going to be doing Lagoona primero. Y también vamos a hacer, we are going to be doing as well Clawdeen. And I think I want to do, she's up there actually she's up there. SuNNy MaDiSoN, the one with the ringlets, the one that comes in the box set with Luna, her sissy. So yeah, it's about time that I fix up her hair, get the gel out, and yeah, honestly I think I'm gonna just use hot water because for some reason our faucet gets really hot.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have used faucet water. You'll see why. Ooh.
And you don't technically want the water to be boiling, so I've read on Google. So just join me along for this little vloggy vlog. Okay guys, before we actually get started with the actual doll cleaning and the hair washing, all the fun stuff, it actually wasn't that fun. I had already started editing, so I thought to myself, how can I make this video more interesting? So I decided that we are going to answer some of your most burning questions, whether it's doll related, YouTube related, or personal, but not too personal, of questions that you, sorry, always running out of storage. I had to delete stuff. Your most burning questions, yeah, so questions towards me. So we're going to answer that today in this video, so stay tuned. I suddenly remember now why I hate cleaning out dolls' hairs, because you got to get them naked. I got Lagoona down, but it's so irritating just to take off their clothes. Like, I get so scared, especially Clawdeen Wolves. I was getting so scared that I was gonna like break her shoe off. Like, I was like, oh, please don't, please don't. I was being so careful.
So the first question comes from our other fellow YouTuber, Arlo Lagoona, aka Bubble Brats, if you have him on Instagram. He asks, when are you getting married and when were you engaged? So I was engaged last year in July 7/7, so 2024. And si Dios quiere, soon. I want to get hitched so bad. But if you're really like, we both want to get married in a church. So with that being said, that is possible next year in October. Don't have a date exactly. Still got to figure out, you know, invitations and whatnot. If we end up doing that, honestly, like I said, I just want to get hitched, have immediate family there. So we shall see. I already have my keys, you know?
So my friend Nerdy Pinku asked, what got you into collecting, or more specifically, did you collect as a kid? And to answer the second part of your question, did I collect as a kid? Not really. I mean, I had toys as a kid and I did love dolls. I loved Barbie. And one of the only Barbies I remember, I got gifted from one of you guys. Thank you so much, Mr. David. Really appreciate the gift. You guys know how much I love that Barbie gymnast. I love it so much I do not want to like unbox it. Oh, it's one of my very like precious prized possessions. Grail dogs. Got my dog right here. Grail dolls, if you will. But as far as Bratz goes, I do not remember any of the Bratz dolls I collected or had as a kid. I didn't necessarily collect them. I just owned some. So to answer why I started collecting as an adult, the Barbie movie. Thanks to the Barbie movie coming out, I want to say it came out the summer of 2023, but the ads started coming out January of 2023. That's when I started like getting so influenced, because I seen the influence of Barbie everywhere, and I was like, you know what happened to my old Barbie dolls? I only had like one from my childhood. So besides that, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna start collecting whatever ones I find pretty. And then eventually I got into Bratz. I loved Bratz as a kid, even though I didn't remember necessarily which lines I had as a child. Yasmin was my favorite growing up, and I definitely love Chloe now as an adult. So Yasmin and Chloe have a very special place in my heart. Megan, I'm starting to love as well too. So Charlie 5467, I don't know why it keeps doing Christmas in the background. It's really annoying. I'm sorry guys. Ho ho ho. Anyway, asks, is there anything from the doll community that has really surprised you? When I first hopped on Instagram and started uploading photos, I was pretty surprised with how welcoming the community is, how warm they are, how nice everyone is. Yeah. And then once I got on YouTube, I was even more surprised, which this might come across as a little silly and ignorant, but just really shooketh of how many people from around the world watch this channel. Because I'm like, really? You guys are watching me? Me? Let's all be friends. Let all the geeks be friends, especially if we were like little lone wolves or whatever you want to call it. Yeah. As for what I didn't expect in regards to the community, and this isn't everyone, I'm not trying to throw any shade, but now I'm stuttering because like maybe I shouldn't even say this, but I do feel like, and this is not everyone, like I said, I try to make my Instagram, YouTube a little echo chamber of positivity, kindness. So I do tend to block people. So for those that I've ran into that kind of seem like te chingaquedito, which is a Spanish saying, they're a little passive aggressive, I don't F with that. You're stuck in high school, get away from me. Like, I can see right through that. I'm gonna be 32 this year. Like, go away. Like, you can try to shade somebody else. Like, that I think was kind of the downside of the doll community, that I'm like, okay, so just, there's a few bad apples, I think, in any community. It's not just the doll community. So the beautiful Pixel Dolly, everybody I mentioned, I'll put their, except for some people. I mean, I think I'll mention some people in the description box if you want to follow them on Instagram and whatnot. Classic Chuck, I think your stuff is private, so I won't throw your stuff out there. But as for everybody else, I'll put you guys down in the description box. Now, Pixel Dolly, back to her, she did ask what are my favorite pull-up stocks. So like I had to look that up what it meant. So like I guess like the original like pull-up dolls, like face makeup, outfit, everything. I have a few because I was going down the rabbit hole. I'm gonna try to stick to a top 7, not a top 5 or 10, but a top 7. Okay, when it comes to my favorite pull-ups, in 7th place we have the mint version of Palace de Jardin, if I'm saying that right, along with the original with the pink hair. They're just so beautiful. I love all of the Alice dolls, but these two definitely have a special place in my heart. They're so beautiful. So besides steampunk, I think pull-ups do goth very, very well. So SuNNy, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, is also one of my ultimate favorite pull-ups. She's just so gorgeous. I think she, like, a part of me kind of loves the eye makeup, and also part of me, like, from far away, like, hey, she looks a little spooky, but at the same time, kind of love the spookiness of her. I don't know how to explain it. I'm not usually, like, I don't know, part of me, like I said, I want to be a cute little glittery princess, and the other part of me just wants to be Misa Mane, a little cool goth princess. So, speaking of Misa Mane, so I had never heard of this doll before, but apparently it's called AC/DC Brag Emo Pull-Up. I don't know. To me, she gives I was gonna say AC/DC vibes. No, Misa Mane vibes. If you've ever seen Death Note, maybe you understand where I'm coming from. And I adore Misa. Sorry, that was a really bad impression, but yeah, I love her so much. She's so cute, too kawaii. So don't make fun of me, but I actually have 2 dolls in 4th place. They have the same vibe, okay? So we got Boquetin. Look at this freaking tutu with the lace. She is so freaking cute. How can you not love this doll? And plus, you know, I'm a Capricorn, so it's giving Capricorn vibes with the headband or whatever that is on her head. Also in fourth place, we have Moyer. Gorgeous. I know some might be like, how do you put them in the same category? I don't know. They both seem a little goth to me. And I couldn't decide. I guess I had more of a top 8 or top 9. Sorry. In third place, this doll, I think you guys would probably be like, oh, okay, I can see why Loris likes this. It seems her style. Maori, if I'm saying that right. You guys get me. I can't pronounce very well, but beautiful doll. I love the pink coat on her too. It's just a pull-up fashion. They'd be so cute. Now, I know this doll is a little over the top, but I love pink. I cannot help it. Decoration dress cake is a pull-up doll dream. What can possibly beat her? Something a little bit more simple than this, actually. But she's just so precious. She's so beautiful. And in first place, we have Fluffy CC. I don't know. I guess she's supposed to be like cotton candy vibes. Makes sense. Light pink, light purple, or light purple. What am I saying? Light blue. Colorblind, ladies, focus. Are my favorite colors. I love blue. I love baby blue. Love light pink. They're just so cute. As for the second place, the decoration cake, I already forgot the name. Honestly, they're interchangeable. It depends on my mood, whether I want it extravagant or more just like cutesy, fun, letting my inner child like take the lead. And I guess today I chose my inner child picked, and I had to go with the cute little, you know, and then her hair's so long too. Just love her. All of the top 7, technically top 9 dolls are beautiful. It was hard for me to pick an order, honestly. I don't know, depending on my mood, it might be one of the goth baddies in first place, so. Okay, so tell me why. I just finished watching Courtly Jester upload a video about her pull-up collection, and I'm like so shook. Well, first of all, she has 2 dolls that I really, really love and that you guys seen. She has number 7, the Mint Alice. And then she also has my favorite, and it kind of figures that she would have this doll too, because like I've said, I watch Courtly Jester religiously, and I know she loves Misa Amani, probably even more than I do, because she has like a whole display dedicated to her, which I think is so dope. But she has that emo ACDC doll as well, and I was like, oh my gosh, I was like, it's like we're on the same wavelength. No idea, you know what I mean? Like, she's in a different part of the country, world, whatever, and it's just funny because like I don't know, I love when we find like little common things with like creators and stuff. I think a lot of times when I do subscribe to a channel, and if they're not like, you know, my friend, even like my friends, like there's a reason why I subscribe to them, you know? They're either very creative, we have a lot in common, or I really enjoy their energy, or they're very informative. Like, it's just all of those reasons, you know what I mean? And I do love subscribing to somebody who I have a lot in common with. I don't know what that has to say about me. I don't know if that makes me conceited, but to me, it just means like, you know, we just like, I think watching people or like being friends with people that you have a lot in common with. I think that's why I've stayed so long friends with my one friend. But anyway, let me go back to the video. As you guys can see, this is what we were working with. I really, really tried with SuNNy Madison's hair here. I did try it with Luna, and why do I want to just call her werewolf? Clawdeen wolf. So SuNNy's hair came out pretty good, actually. I was actually really impressed with how soft her hair turned out, and the ringlets actually came out pretty nice. I know I didn't do too good with the top hair, like recreating that, but I did my best, guys. It's just
reality. I'm not a professional like hair doer. I mean, I straighten my hair for the most part, so I think
asked me in the comments how I did Clawdeen's hair, and I just got ReStYLe, who's having the same issue, so I figured I'd show you how I do it with her. Now, by no means am I the first person to do this. Plenty of people use this technique, but this is my version. First, you want to go in with a really good rinse and wash. I just use dish soap, but you really want to get it in there and lather it up. Then you want to go in with a wide tooth comb. I use the Rainbowhigh ones, and you want to comb from bottom to top to get out all those knots and tangles. And it should look something like this. Rinse it out again. Now we want to go ahead and go in with some conditioner. You can use any brand, but be generous, just get it all in there. Using a wide tooth comb again, comb it all through. And then you want to go in with a fine tooth comb to really coat all of the strands of hair. And it should look something like this. Now we're going to go ahead and rinse it out again. And you could leave it like this, but we're gonna go ahead and take another step, which is the boil wash. Be very careful with this step, but you wanna go ahead and just pour the boiling water over her head. Don't burn yourself. Then you're gonna wanna go in with your fine tooth comb again, brush through so that you can get it laying nice and neat. Boil again. Comb it out one more time. Rinse with cold water this time. Condition again, and now she's ready to dry. And after all that hard work, here's the final result.
now we see how big time I messed up. So I just ended up straightening her hair. I mean, I did what I could, right? Well, my friends, hopefully it's like how it turned out anyway. I don't know. I didn't want to do the curly girl method on her because the style did have wavy hair, but I think some people do like the straws like around it, like using them like rollers on their hair. Let me know what you guys do to keep the nice curls like on a doll, because obviously I did something wrong. Probably was the fact that I used tap water instead of the boiling water. Like that to cool off a little bit, because again, I feel like people don't, I don't know. But I did watch like a Rodney Rainbow video to see if it could help me figure out like how to do doll hair. And I mean, and you've seen the video I clipped into, I'll put the user in the description box below. And I'm like, okay, maybe next time I could do something like that, and that'll help with the hair. You know? But for now, I do like Clawdeen Wolf's hair. The only thing is, I seen Rodney Rainbow, he kind of cuts the ends. Because you see how, because it almost looks a little fried on the end. So like to have that silky, smooth finish. And I don't want to cut her hair. I really don't. And I'm not going to. So this is just how she's going to remain until maybe one of these days I do like the curly girl method. As for, ooh, sorry, you got stuck. As for Lagoona, I did just keep her hair. Hers came out actually pretty soft. Like, I don't know. It is a little poofy, but not too bad. Honestly, if I'm being honest, it looks exactly the same as before to me. So I'm like, did you really make a difference? I mean, at least she's washed. I gave her a nice little bath. That's the way I kind of try to tell myself and look at it. But, you know, comment again below how you guys take care of dolly girls with this type of hair. And then I'm also curious too, because I know I've heard people like, oh, this is polypropylene, this is blah, blah, blah. I've always wondered how the heck they can tell, because I still can't. Maybe I have to do more research on it, but like, you know, those collectors that just touch the doll's hair, like, oh yeah, this is saran, this is nylon, like a nice nylon, which if I remember correctly, I think Rainbowhigh uses nylon, but I could be wrong. I don't know. Correct me in the comments below. But yeah, hopefully I answered all of the questions. Hopefully you enjoyed
the pull-up part 2. I mean, I enjoyed answering all the questions, but the pull-up question was really fun for me just because I got to dig around and like, what are my favorite pull-ups? Because at one point I did pick quite a few. I was going to do a whole pull-up video of like which dolls I want, right? But then I realized I ran out of storage again. So I deleted them on accident. So I had to start from scratch. To be honest with you, I did not look at the pull-ups from like the earlier years. That page did not want to download for me. So, I mean, I think if I remember correctly, Alice that I have over here, let's show her off, shall we? Is, I think, an earlier Dolly. So, look at her. Oh my god, she's number 1 really in my heart. She is number 1. I love her so much. And then considering she is my first pull-up in my collection, she'll always have a special place in my heart. If worst comes to worst and I had to only like pick one doll to save in a fire in my collection, it would probably be her. This doll means so much to me. I know at one point I made jokes about like grabbing the whole burn book. I guess the burn book would go up in flames. It's in the name. It's in the name. But yeah, I need to go put batteries on my Lori's hearts thingy. Remind me, guys, comment below. Did you put batteries? What else? I think that's it. Hopefully I answered again all of your questions. Hopefully you did enjoy this video. Did you hear that hip crack? I certainly did. I don't think the mic picked it up though. Hopefully. Now Rosie's down here. You can't see her, but she's waiting patiently because I did things out of order today. And I really wanted to upload this ending real quick. Because tomorrow is Sunday, and I gotta upload a video for you guys by 10 in the morning. So I'm gonna finish up editing this video and then take my dog out for... She understands. So she's waiting patiently for me down there. Earlier she was crying. I felt so bad. Anyway, where the heck is Kumi? Uh-oh. She was in the middle there. We're on the hunt for Kumi. Anyway, guys, see you in the next one. She was chilling by the projector. I found her.